We are Art and Jason from Phoenix, Arizona. In May of 2024, we threw our GoPro camera in a suitcase and headed off for a 2-week Italian dream vacation. Come along with us in this video series, and we'll show you the splendor of Italy. This is our last day in Naples, and I have just brought the garbage down from our Airbnb. During the day, this is a stall that sells manger recreations. You can see up here. Our apartment is way the heck up there on the top floor. And this is the street that we stayed on. Kind of dingy right now, but in an hour or so, it's going to be packed with stalls selling all kinds of merchandise and souvenirs. Kind of a fun little neighborhood. Anyway, to get all the way to the top floor where we're staying, you can do one of two things. You can take this elevator, which costs a dime, but I'm out of dimes. So I'm going to take these 70 steps up to our apartment, but for the last time, because in a few hours it's Rome. See you later. We started our last day in Naples the way we usually did, having a breakfast of pastries and cappuccino. You really can't find a savory breakfast in Italy unless you go to a restaurant that caters to tourists. We followed the local custom and kept our breakfast sweet.
I can't wait. It's good.
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Mangia le cane.
Ciao! You guys, Art loves his churches. We have been easily to 6-8 churches in the last hour, and I don't think that we've gone more than 4 blocks from our Airbnb. Judging by the grandeur and the size of this one, I have a feeling he's going to be in there for quite a while, so I decided to talk to you instead. The Cathedral of San Gennaro contains a famous relic, 2 vials of the saint's dried blood that miraculously liquefies at services 3 times a year. Art's love of historic churches led him to spend time in countless cathedrals and basilicas during our time in Italy. This passion was something that I never knew about him. It's funny how when you arrive at new digs, your perception of your surroundings changes over time. When we arrived in this neighborhood 4 days ago, we didn't know what to make of it or what to expect. Now that we're about to be on our way, it's a little like saying goodbye to home. Today, we travel from Naples to Rome. It's a pretty easy straight shot. We leave Naples from Napoli Centrale station, we board an Italo high-speed train, and an hour and 15 minutes later, we arrive in Rome at Roma Termini station. To get to our Airbnb is a 10-minute walk. Easy peasy. After lunch, we made our way to Napoli Centrale.
I knew it.
European train stations are always exciting places, with the hustle and bustle of people coming and going, along with the anticipation of a new destination and all the potential that goes along with it. We boarded our high-speed train to Rome right on time, and soon we were off to our next destination. When we arrived in Rome, we would check into our Airbnb. This cute little apartment was by far our favorite of the 4 places we stayed while in Italy.
290 kilometers per hour. How fast is that in real life? Okay. You said 290 kilometers per hour. How fast is that in real life? If only there was a device.
Currently, this is 186 miles an hour. Once settled, it was time to begin exploring our new neighborhood and acclimating ourselves to calling this place home for the next 4 days. We wandered the streets, becoming familiar with how to get around, finding new restaurants, new gelaterias, discovering our favorite stores and back alley shortcuts. After a long day of travel, we turned in early in anticipation of the next day's adventure. By 7 o'clock the next morning, we'd already be in a taxi on our way across the Tiber River. Check out our next video as we meet our tour guide for a 5-hour tour of the Vatican.